You are listening to the Horse Radio Network, part of the Equine Network family.
Greetings, everyone. Coach Jen here, and thanks for tuning in to Horse Tip Daily, episode 1571, brought to you today by U.S. Rider. Today's tip features Horses in the Morning co-hosts Glenn and Jamie, along with their guest, Gillian Higgens from Horses Inside Out, with the lowdown on Pilates for horses and horse people.
As horse owners, we spend a lot of time on the road. Let U.S. Rider help keep you covered. Our equestrian motor plan offers fast, reliable, nationwide service from our highly trained roadside assistance team. 24/7 coverage for both you and your horse. Membership includes horse trailer servicing, towing, flat tire repair, even on dual wheels, battery assistance, and lockout service on any vehicle in your plan. We also have your equine companions covered with referrals for emergency vet services, farrier referrals, and emergency stabling assistance. Get peace of mind on the road for you and your horse. Join U.S. Rider today.
This Horse Health Report is brought to you by Daily Dose Equine, non-GMO core nutrition for horses and ponies of all ages. And we're going to talk about something we've actually never talked about here on Horses in the Morning, Pilates and horses. So we're going to welcome Gillian Higgens to the show. She's the founder of Horses Inside Out. You guys have all seen these cool videos of the horses with the skeletons painted on the outside. And absolutely incredible website, horsesinsideout.com. You can check it all out.
First of all, I'd like to say a huge thank you for inviting me onto your show today. It's great to be here.
One of the things that y'all talk about is Pilates for horses, or Pilates for, horses and people too. So tell us a little bit about that.
Yeah, okay. So like you say, fitness is a really, really important part of keeping the musculoskeletal system healthy. We're not talking just about cardiovascular fitness, though, but also the muscles that are involved in supporting the body, in supporting good posture. And posture, as I'm sure you know for your own body, a good posture helps to reduce the risk of injury. If you sit in a poor posture or move around in a poor posture yourself, it can increase the risk of, aches and pains in certain areas. If you sit hunched over a desk all day, it's highly likely that you'll get tension across the back of your shoulders. Well, we see a similar thing with horses. If they are always worked in a poor posture or stand around in a poor posture, again, this can lead to an increased risk of injury. So just like Pilates is like a core strengthening exercise system that is aiming to increase the core strength, but also affect our balance, affect our posture, our body awareness. The idea of these exercises is to do exactly the same thing as what we say with Pilates for humans. So I've written a book called Pilates for Horses. I've got a few different webinars and lecture demonstrations called Pilates for Horses, and these are all available on the Horses Inside Out website. And although we say Pilates, it's not that they are exactly the same as the human exercises. The point is that the principles of the exercises, that this idea of improving health through an exercise system is the same. So when we say Pilates for horses, we're really referring to exercises that you can do in the stable, in hand, in an arena, that are going to help to stimulate the core muscles, improve your horse's balance, improve suppleness, improve the posture.
So I've got my horse. I want to get started in Pilates. What is an exercise example that I can do?
There's so many, but one of my favorites is called what I call the Wither Rock exercise. And this exercise is brilliant for so many horses, whether we're talking about young horses, preparing them for future ridden work, whether we're talking about older horses, veterans, that we're looking to maintain comfort and mobility, whether we're talking about horses in the prime of their lives, maybe have got some suppleness issues or some back issues. or just a horse that's working really well, but you want to give something back, something really nice that just helps keep them comfortable. And a little bit like you, if you've got a backache and you're standing for a long period of time, have you noticed how you'll often start swaying from one leg to the other, and this sort of gentle rocking causes a wave of movement that goes all the way up through your back? Well, it's a similar concept with this wither rock exercise. And how I suggest you do this: first of all, make sure your horse is standing square in a relaxed environment. You yourself need to be relaxed. This is important for a lot of, well, not just Pilates exercises, but for a lot of what we do with horses. We want to make sure that our energy is nice and low and calm, and we're nicely grounded. So take a couple of deep breaths, think about your own posture, and then stand next to your horse's shoulder facing the withers. So your shoulders are parallel to his spine. Then place both hands on his withers. Take a moment just to take a couple of deep breaths. Allow your horse to get used to your touch and your energy. And to start with, don't actually do anything, but just imagine swaying the horse from side to side by pushing and pulling the withers. Just imagine the movement first and get that sort of rhythm in your mind, because the rhythm for this movement is really important. Imagine rocking the horse from the left to the right, from the left to the right. So, and then start doing it just a tiny bit to start with. If you start imagining, then you do it a little bit, just like a millimeter one way and then the other. Then build up to a centimeter one way and the other. And gradually build up and go with the amount of movement that you feel that your horse is happy to give. By doing this very gradual increase in the amplitude of movement, the horse will really relax into it. You'll notice that the sway movement almost oscillates up the neck, and you'll see the head going side to side. If you look back down the back, you'll also see this lateral flexion movement being transferred through the horse's back, through the spine, right into the tail. And if you glance down at the legs while you're doing this, you'll see that the fetlocks should extend a little bit more on the left and then on the right as you rock from side to side. So actually, for horses that had tendon injuries, it's also a really good exercise that you can do fairly early on in the rehab program for that. So it's one of my favorite exercises, and the horses absolutely love it. And actually, we have the Horses Inside Out Academy, which is free to join. And once you're a member, you can access a whole load of different free tutorial videos. And one of them is all about the wither rock exercise. So if you want to see a demonstration and an explanation of how to do this with a couple of different horses, just head over to the Horses Inside Out website, click on Academy, scroll to the bottom for the free tutorial channel, and you'll be able to see that exercise as well as a whole load of other videos in. So that would be definitely my top tip for the first exercise. As I say, there's loads of different ones, but the wither rock's definitely one of my favorites.
Absolutely. Gillian Higgens, founder of Horses Inside Out, horsesinsideout.com. Y'all can go find all of her books and the videos, and just it's like a whole community on that website. So thank you so much for joining us, and I look forward to having you on again.
Well, there you have it. Horse Radio Network has thousands of engaging podcasts for horse people, and you can have them sent right to your phone. Just subscribe via your favorite podcast player. This is Coach Jen, and I will be back again soon with another tip. Until then, go ride your horse. The Horse Radio Network and the Horse Radio Network hosts are not responsible for statements made by guests on the Horse Tip Daily. Please use your own judgment when listening to the tips on this show.